Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on E. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have possession on your own 30-yard line, and it's first down. They're given 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he will take it in for a touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by their veteran quarterback. He's been in the league for a while, since 2005, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, what he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that'll be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Andre Johnson there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
You look like you've been eating chicken nuggets.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toes in, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Takes it at the 7. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Cooper. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Reggie Bush there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Cooper will look to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to take another. It got his man complete. There he goes right side. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The quick slant caught. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the defense.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Here he lost the football. And they take possession 2 yards in midfield at the 48-yard line.
Send close.
He's so damn big.
Mm-hmm.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Is it a glitch score?
No.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
As Sanders has it poked free. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Always costly to call football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
Get the fucking ball, bitch.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling, referees assess the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now Cooper looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Go tell Elijah.
John Randall dropping the hammer.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores.
He's outside.
And guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got it to put it through. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal.
Bro, why do you keep on?
Go here, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And there he goes. Reggie Bush.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And touchdown. Reggie Bush. In the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
So 2 quarters down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms. You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, they stick with Bush. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true,
scores 3
filet.
times.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Bush. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Bush on 3rd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. 20. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Janikowski now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no allegation from the coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And a loose football. It's going the other way. Oh, it breaks another. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and that is incomplete.
Macaroni.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that
Sophia,
play on ice.
Get off my jacket.
Fielded a couple yards
my
in
shirt.
the end zone.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach had a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And that will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
looking, Alina. Okay. It's so easy. You let me keep your rocks? Or it's only dead. For a day. Okay? Yes. Bad. But still. I'm supposed to tell you when to stop looking. Oh, you want to do that, you little beaner? Just because you was your friend's house doesn't mean you... What are you doing in my room? Let me do my clothes.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges. Your host, the coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry for the legend is Bo Jackson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Bush. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Harrison, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the delay, it's Bush. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football. And they picked up the 1st down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Sanders. And he's into the clear. The 20.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
baby.
Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. McCaffrey on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. That can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Brady now on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets into the down. Reggie Bush. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
McCaffrey on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now left side on the swing pass.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And give him 6 yards here. The 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
He's running.
Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Past the 20. And it's a huge... This all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short in for 6. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on off. That this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there at 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Setting up the screen for Cook. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way. And
they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point? And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, can you help me? You have any players you don't want? Add me'll help you. It is QT Tackle. Maniacs 420. What can you do to help? I'm on PS4.
We can do challenges or squads.
We can do challenges or squad. Same.
Send me a friend request. I'm just gonna take a nap because I was working last night.
Send me a friend request. I was going to take a nap cause I was working last night.
Do you have Grand Theft Auto? Or what other games do you play? Or what other games do you play?
Do you have Grand Theft Auto or what other games do you play?